Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'd like to welcome you all to the Denton County Commissioners Court meeting for Tuesday, September the 16th, 2025. We're glad to have so many people with us personally here in attendance, and I know we have people watching from their home or office online, so welcome. At this time, I'd like to welcome forward for our invocation Julie Hydog, our Assistant HR Director, and our pledges will be led by Marilyn Selv, and she'll be doing the U.S. and the Texas flags. If you'll please stand. I want to remind everybody to please turn off your cell phones.
Morning.
In community with others. When either of those gets disrupted, we feel a profound sense of chaos in our soul and in our spirit. Last week, as we remembered the tragedy of 9/11, other profound tragedies unfolded before us, shaking our beliefs as a nation, as individuals, and as a community. Sometimes this world seems unredeemable. Sometimes you seem far away as evil does its bidding, evil actions, evil thoughts, and evil deeds. We turn to your word and to your promises to remind ourselves what we know to be true. We know that you love your people, all your people, even the ones that are unlovable to others. We know that you alone sit on the throne. We can rest assured that no one person or thing has dominion over you, that you alone are the ultimate authority. We know that for those that declare it, you are our salvation and provide a way to wholeness in a world where that does not seem possible. We know that you are the light in the darkness and that one day evil will disappear, leaving only the purity and goodness that comes from you, that your will be done. We know that even in the tragedies you are there. Although you may not choose to alter man's free will, it does not mean that you are not present with us. It does not mean that you do not weep with us. You too know what it feels like to be human. We know that you turn all things to good for the glory of you and your purpose. So we humbly come to you today, Lord, asking you to heal our souls and our nation, comfort those that mourn, and turn hearts to you. Soften the hearts of the wicked so that they may know your love and be redeemed. Thank you, Lord, for being constant, the same from the beginning to the end. Let your glory fill this room and all of the earth. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. What a lovely prayer. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Well, thank you, Julie, for a lovely prayer. Thank you, Marilyn. All right, let's go to item number 1, which is for public input for items not listed on the agenda, and we have one registered commenter, Nathan Goldsmith. Nathan? Good morning, sir. Thank you for being here, and I will let you know that our public comment form time limit is 3 minutes, and I'll be happy to set a timer. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I just want to first give a congratulations and praise to the emergency management, the Office of Emergency Management, for their outreach this past weekend. We're fortunate to have people like Samantha Taylor and her team here with Denton County. Also Seth Roberts and what they're doing over with the MRC and their personnel. I wish we found more money to continue funding that for the amount of work that they did during the COVID era that we made it through on a national level, getting recognition for that. What I'm coming today is to focus a little bit more on home rule than an understanding of Dillon's Law and how we have autonomy over the state rather than being a creature of the state. This is specifically at looking at an oversight for response and recovery. I myself am going through a situation right now with my family from the disasters of the declaration from May of 2024. We had a bad actor within the community, still is not registered with the city of Denton to be a contractor, and we are tens of thousands and going towards $100,000 of debt in trying to recover and remediate our home from those disasters. Won't go into it too much. I don't know where the clock is on my time.
You're halfway there.
Awesome. So, but what I would like to do is come and ask for a request. Number one, I would like to see a little bit more robust oversight from the county. Number one, specifically dealing with, in this case, the bad actor didn't just not do the right work on our home, but damaged our home further, then filed a lawsuit against us with the county courts. I think there should be some roadblocks in this. There are multiple violations of law that should, at the county clerk's office, have a checklist to say, was this from a disaster? Was there a contract? And were the permits made as required by either the county or the city? Next is punitive enforcement. And I believe that there are laws that push for criminal charges against bad actors such as this. And with the roadblocks established, I think would prevent my family and others in the future from going through that. In closing, I would like to give another praise out to an individual in the emergency management field, Michael Pantalona, who I think should possibly, I haven't seen it yet, have a proclamation by the county for his continued dedication and support of the emergency managers of our community, of the state, and globally. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your comments. I'm sorry about what's happened to you. We do have your name and number. We can reach out to you and talk about some specifics about that, which is not suitable for this venue. Thank you. All right. I believe that's our only registered comment for today. Before we get started with the rest of the meeting, I do want to thank Melinda Preston for you and your team's efforts to having the prayer vigil on Sunday night up here in honor of the late Charlie Kirk. I want to thank you for that. It was a very moving time for the opportunity for the county to come together at a time such as this. So I want to thank you for doing that. The county was glad to host that. So thank you. All right, let's go to item 3A, which is approval of a proclamation recognizing September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week and any appropriate action. And I know we have several visitors with us. Ladies, if y'all would like to come forward. Y'all come up and introduce yourself. Y'all are from the Benjamin Lyons chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I believe we have Regent Sandra Marble with us. And if y'all would come forward, and we're glad to have y'all. Good morning.
It's a great honor to be here. I have with me Denise Andrews, who is our Constitution Week chairman.
Great.
And she is the one who worked with you setting this up. And this is Marilyn Sell, our registrar.
Perfect.
And
Well, thank you.
we have a proclamation to give to you.
And you have one to give to us as well. Well, perfect. Well, we have one to present to you, and I want to thank you, ladies, for all that y'all do all these many years, and it's great to have y'all up here on the end. It's a great tradition to have y'all come visit us, so thank you. I'll read this proclamation. Did you want to read yours, or do you just want to present something to us?
Just present
We'll
something.
okay, we'll do that in just a second. Okay, so this is our court proclamation recognizing September the 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week. This will make things a little easier on me. Thank you. Whereas September the 17th, 2024 marks the 238th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government and a republic dedicated to rule by law, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion. And where it is the privilege and duty of the American people to commemorate the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America, and for all Americans to honor the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded to us in this unique document. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Denton County Commissioners Court does hereby proclaim the week of September the 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week. We urge all citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with all the rights and responsibilities that privilege provides. and further to vigilantly protect the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties. Done in open court, this is 16th day of September 2025 upon a motion made by, motion by Commissioner Epperson, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? Well, I want to thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for preserving our history. And what I love about y'all's group is y'all don't just look backwards, you also look forward to the future generations. And I think that's what's really special about y'all. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Judge and
Do y'all have any other
Commissioners. We
comments that y'all would like to make? Do you have any other comments?
I'd like to thank the ladies as well. Hi, Denise. I've known you a long time. I didn't realize you were in the DAR. This is a group that is nonpartisan, that is very patriotic, and I applaud your efforts and thank you so much for what you're doing and what you're going to continue to do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. Well, any other comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, Kelsey, if you'll come forward. Next is item 3B, which is approval of a proclamation recognizing Denton County Hispanic Heritage Month. This is done by our Office of History and Culture. Good morning. And we're going to read this proclamation, and then we have a very special presentation for everybody. So go right ahead if you want to.
Yeah, I
And
just
do we have our
wanna-
LULAC friends here? Are they with us?
Yes, so thank you for recognizing National Hispanic Heritage Month. We're excited to kick off celebrations here across Denton County. There's lots of wonderful events planned in multiple cities across the county. And I'd like to introduce, we have a special guest, plural, today. This is the TWU Mariachi Program, and we have Director Jason Molina, who is in the back there. If you want to come up and say a few words about the program.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I've been doing this a long time. I've never had someone walk up with a trumpet. So this is a first.
Great, but I'm glad
I can't wait to hear you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thanks for recognizing this. It's a really big thing in our community. Culture is huge, and when I look at it from an American standpoint, this is what makes up our culture, right? Everybody, including everybody. And TWU has been on the forefront and in the culture movement here, and especially in music. And 2 years later, now we have a mariachi education program. So we're having educators or students come in and learn how to teach K through 12 music education with an emphasis in mariachi. So thanks for having us again. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you so much.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and, why don't y'all, to our musicians, why don't y'all go ahead and make your way down front here? Kelsey, did we have anybody else that we were going to introduce before I read the proclamation?
I think our guest from LULAC hasn't.
Okay. We're in for a special treat.
That's pretty cool.
Up here.
Y'all come all the way down, come front and center. Y'all come on
Up
down
through
front.
here.
You're our special guest. Y'all come
You're
line
the
up
middle,
right across the
lady,
front
You're in the
here.
middle then. Come on all the
All
way
the
into
way.
the middle and meet each other. Come on in this way, ladies.
Don't be bashful.
Yeah,
All the way to the front here, yeah.
perfect.
I'm going to read this proclamation, and then we'll play the song right after. Does that sound good? All right, let me read this proclamation. This is a proclamation regarding Denton County Hispanic Heritage Month for September the 15th through October the 15th, 2025. And whereas each year Americans observe National Hispanic Heritage Month from September the 15th through October the 15th by celebrating the histories, cultures, and contributions of those whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. And whereas the observation started in 1968 as Hispanic Heritage Week under President Lyndon Johnson and was expanded to Hispanic Heritage Month by President Ronald Reagan in 1988. And whereas Hispanics have enhanced and shaped our national character with centuries-old traditions that reflect the multi-ethnic and cultural customs of their communities. And whereas the cultural, educational, economic, and political influence of Hispanics and Latino Americans in Denton County and Texas have been seen and appreciated in all aspects of our lives as Hispanics continue to be crucial to the growth of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Denton County Commissioners Court of Denton County, Texas, does hereby proclaim September the 15th through October 15th, 2025, as Denton County Hispanic Heritage Month and calls on the people of Denton County to share in this annual tribute by learning and celebrating the generations of Hispanic and Latino Americans who have positively influenced and enriched our nation and society. Done in open court this is 16th day of September, 2025, upon a motion by the chair. Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Go ahead. Well, I thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. y'all, we have a little something for y'all. So y'all, why don't y'all gather closer and then we'll take a picture with the proclamation.
Excellent job. So the big question is are they for hire? You know, for like events and things?
I bet they are.
I bet they are. That was pretty, that was
That was
awesome.
great.
That was awesome. What a change for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Little mix up today. We like it. Mixing things up around here.
That was awful fun.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, you get to follow them. Next is item 3C, a presentation of Project Public Health Ready accreditation for Denton County Public Health for 2025. Good morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Matt Richardson.
Yeah, this, what an unfortunate placement compared
Yeah,
to
that's right.
that.
To follow that.
Honey,
We
I
weren't going to
should've-
make those
I
kids sit
should
through
have
this.
talked to Teresa a little more carefully about, wow, that was amazing. That sounded amazing.
I know,
Anyway,
wonderful.
well, after a mariachi presentation, we're going to talk about accreditation, which is
Yeah, that's exciting.
right. We want to be brief this morning. We are so proud of our public health preparedness team. For context about what you're about to see for just 3 slides, is we are one of only 6 health departments in Texas currently recognized by the National Association of City and County Health Officials and the CDC for Project Public Health Ready. So one of 6 health departments in Texas, one of 4 that got re-accredited in this cycle. So this is kind of rare air for our team, and we're really excited about their accomplishment. Furthermore, we're one of 2 health departments in Texas, one of 2, that are dually accredited by Project Public Health Ready and the National Public Health Accreditation Board. So again, this shows you the level of achievement and hard work that your staff is doing in the preparedness division. So proud of that. Now I want to introduce, just to kind of walk you through just briefly, what kind of work was entailed in this award. And I have to remind you of the nickname. She's going to hate this, but Felicia Hopkins is our division manager for preparedness and response. But from TMS, during the mass vaccination efforts, you may know her as the boss over Tent 4. So in fact, Her nickname over months and months became Tent Force. So Felicia, take it away.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thanks.
I remember that tent.
I do too, unfortunately. Fortunately. Oh, yes, so I can do this.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna be able to say, next slide, please, but
Yeah.
I gotta do my own buttons, so.
yeah.
Thank you, and good morning, Judge
Good
and
morning.
Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity for us to share a little bit about Project Public Health Ready with you and the court and our community. Project Public Health Ready was it's a big project. It's considered the national gold standard for local public health preparedness teams. It's a rigorous recognition program. It's designed for criteria-based training and recognition. Matt said it's through NACCHO. It's supported in partnership with CDC and with the state through DISHES. The recognition demonstrates that our department can plan for, respond to, and recover from all types of emergencies, from tornadoes to disease outbreaks. Matt hit some of the highlights. Since 2004, when the program was started, there's only been about 500 local health departments recognized across the nation. And Denton County is one of them twice. Initially in 2019 and then again in 2025. The recognition lasts for 5 years, but it's about an 18-month process to get started. So over the last 18 months, the preparedness team has submitted more than 3,000 pages of plans, annexes, standard operating guides, training records, meeting logs, exercise documentation. This has included everything from our emergency preparedness operations plan to pandemic response strategies to radiation response, mass fatality planning, volunteer management, and continuity of operations. The documentation that we reviewed and then we submitted for federal review reflects the continuous collaboration between Denton County Public Health, our Office of Emergency Management, our community partners, schools, hospitals, and it shows the commitment to improvement that we have at public health with the county and the community. So why does this matter? The recognition validates the collaborative planning, training, and exercise. It meets the highest national standards. It provides assurance to our residents, to our partners, and to you as our leaders that Denton County is prepared for any future challenges that come our way, whether it's natural disaster or a public health threat. It strengthens public trust in us, and it enhances our eligibility for critical state and federal funding as we move forward. So this year, Matt touched again on this, 37 local health departments nationwide achieved PPHR recognition this year, 2025, and Denton County is one of just 4 in the state of Texas recognized this year. So I want to say thank you for your support for public health. Thank Matt with his leadership, and thanks to my team that is here. The preparedness team, the EPI team, our environmental health team is not here today, but them as well. They were very tirelessly working for the past 18 months to review plans, to update plans, to meet with partners, and to submit all of this stuff to get this recognition. So thank you and thank them.
Well, I would like for them all to stand. Of our Denton County Public Health, would y'all please stand? Let's give them all a big Denton County hand. Thank y'all for, I want to thank y'all for going above and beyond. You didn't have to do this. You didn't, part of an accreditation process is becoming your best self, adopting the best practices, the latest protocols, the latest procedures and education, and fine-tuning the internal operations of an organization. That's part of an accreditation process. And it also involves community involvement, which is what you're all about. And so the fact that others are saying that we get an A+ is, and I knew y'all get an A+ already. You already had an A+ in my scorecard. But the fact that y'all went through this process and others, industry leaders, are recognizing the excellence that Denton County and less than a handful of counties across the state of Texas have reached this. That's huge. That is huge. And that demonstrates that y'all are in the life-saving business and the quality of life promotion business through positive health care, a positive health department focused on prevention, treatment, and y'all have such a caring heart as y'all go out in all different aspects of the county and all different parts of our community that y'all respond to, and that you also affirmatively go out and reach out to different communities across our county, across our 1 million people. And so y'all really meet people where they're at, and help them live a happy and healthy life. And so I just want to thank y'all. Our public health departments across America have had a really tough time the last 5 years, and I appreciate y'all working here. I appreciate you answering the call to public service to help your fellow man through our health department and helping people right here in Denton County. So seriously, thank you on behalf of the 1 million people who are not here today, but that utilize the services, whether they know it or not. That's a highly functioning health department that works on disease prevention. When everything's going smooth, you never notice it because it's preventing things that never happen. Right. So you never notice it. And when there's a breakdown and a failure in the public health system, then it bubbles up and then it becomes news. And then it impacts negatively people's lives. But it's something people take for granted. And I would say that our health workers are silent heroes. Mm-hmm. And that's what's important that y'all are here today so that we can acknowledge y'all. Because when when there is a breakdown in these systems, and it is a system, we're not alone. Stuff comes from around the world here, and we meet it every day. Not just years ago, but every day stuff arrives that we have to address. Am I right? Y'all are all nodding your head. You know. And so the fact that y'all spend your career in the service of others is so commendable. And I just want to thank all of y'all that are here, everybody. Hopefully, the rest of the people back in the office will get to watch this. Matt, make sure, because I want to say thank you to those of y'all who in the health department who couldn't be here today because we have locations all over the county. Thank y'all for what you do. Thank you on behalf of the 1 million people. Thank you for what you do. Any other comments? What I said.
That's right.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much. for everything you
Go
do.
ahead.
Know that we have a health department
Turn that on.
and
Put your
all
mic
that,
on.
it's on, and all that you do. I think when COVID came about, they found out that we actually had a health department. But I just want to thank Matt and his team for constantly rising to the task. There are many things that are going on in Denton County, and Matt, you just keep on plugging. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Let's give them another big hand. Thank you. It's important to take time to celebrate the people who do such a great job and run an accomplishment. You know, I always say our Denton County team is so exceptional, all these different departments, and this is just demonstrates it again. You're in the life-saving business, so thank you. All right, let's go to. I'm gonna just go ahead and start back at the beginning. We'll just run through this. Won't take long. Let's go to item 2, our consent agenda. Members, are there any items you'd like to pull from the consent agenda to have a motion to receive it as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Our consent agenda today consists of item 2A, approval of order making appointments in the appropriate action. Item 2B, approval of budget amendment request 202550 for the probate court administration to transfer $85,000 from guardianship services to court-appointed attorneys. A transfer of funding to the appropriate budget category is needed due to the cancellation of the guardianship program. Item 2C is approval of the August 2025 road superintendent report presented for recording purposes only and any appropriate action. Let's go to item 5A, approval of bill report payments from CSCD, Community Corrections, TAIP, Sheriff's Training, Sheriff's Forfeiture, VIT interest, and DA forfeiture funds are presented for recording purposes only. Good morning.
Morning. There's no changes this week. Recommend to approve as presented.
Perfect, good. Thank you so much. Do we have a motion? Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6A, approval of the renewal of RFP 232790 Briarwood Wastewater Treatment Plant Operations and Maintenance Services to U.S. Water Services Corporation.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 6B, approval of the revisions to county policies of and incorporating procedures into the Denton County Purchasing Policies and Procedures Manual.
Move to approve.
Motion by
Second
Commissioner
that
Williams,
for me.
second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm in favor of approving this, and I know we have some time restrictions, why we need to get this going with the changes and the legislation. So, but I did just want to, I think that when we have some additional time, Section 26, which is the architect and engineer selection, I think that there are still some improvements that we can make to that. And so I'd certainly, with the court's agreement, certainly like to try to move forward with that, but not to, we obviously need to approve this as it is for the timing, but then take some time and go
Come back
through
and
that.
make some future
Yes.
amendments?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Very good. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Okay,
Yep.
so that, as such,
Yes.
all right. Any other comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Next is item 6C, approve or deny penalty assessment for Bacon-Davis violations under the general contractor's oversight on CSP 232796 miscellaneous HVAC equipment replacement. Chair move for approval.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Scott, did you have any
No, just
comments?
if y'all had any questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, next is item, all in favor say aye. Did we vote?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
So
All right,
We're approving the denial.
correct.
Yes.
Next is 6D, approval of the Evaluation Committee's recommendation to rank Alliant Insurance Services Incorporated as the most qualified firm for RFSQ 252874, selection of insurance broker for specialized insurance. Any appropriate action? Motion by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 7A, a report for miscellaneous equipment and software services presented for recording purposes only. Next is 7B, approval of budget amendment request 202562 for the county court appointed representation department to transfer $240,000 from non-departmental unappropriated contingency to court appointed attorneys to allocate funding for the remainder of the fiscal year for mandated appointment of counsel for indigent defendants.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 7C, approval of the proposed Denton County 5-year capital improvement program for fiscal year 2025 as recommended by the Capital Improvement Committee. The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 8A, a report from Human Resource regarding hiring actions of elected officials. This is presented for recording purposes only. Gustavo?
Judge, Commissioners, good morning. We have one new hire in the county clerk, one new hire in county criminal court number 3, one new hire in probate court number 2, two new hires in the sheriff's office. Both of those are detention officer ones. And we have 2 lateral transfers in the sheriff's office. That's it for this week.
Perfect, good, thank you. Next is 9A, approval of the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Contract HHS 001439500007, Amendment Number 3 between Texas Department of State Health Services, DSHS, and Denton County for fiscal year 2026. Motion by Commissioner Mitchell. Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 9B, approval of the indigent care program eligibility standards for fiscal year 2026.
Move to approve.
Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 9C, approval of the Business Associate Agreement, BAA, Scope of Work, SOW, and Master Services Agreement, MSA, between Denton County Public Health and Sustainable Medical Billing.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer, second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, let's go to Frank, which is 13A, approval of the notice of a election for the November the 4th, 2025 special election for the purpose of voting in a special election to adopt or reject the proposed constitutional amendments as submitted by the 89th Legislature of the State of Texas and any appropriate action. Good morning, Mr. Phillips.
Good morning. This is basically an administrative function. Once you approve this notice, we'll post it on our website. We have to run it and add it in the newspaper. I just want to point out for our listeners, we have 41 early voting sites for this election. If you want to vote in this election, you have to be registered by October 6th. If you want to vote by mail, you have to send in that application by October 24th.
Perfect, good. Any questions? The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank
Yeah,
All right, and then next is 13B, approval of a resolution for joint election agreements with the following entities for the November 4, 2025 joint elections: the Town of Argyle, the City of Corinth, Denton County Municipal Utility District Number 8, Denton Independent School District, the Hunter Ranch Improvement District Number 1, Hunter Ranch Improvement District Number 2, Hunter Ranch Improvement District 3, the City of Justin, the Louisville Independent School District, North Lake Freshwater Supply District Number 1, Northwest Independent School District, Oliver Creek Ranch Municipal Utility District, Ponder Farmers Municipal Utility District, the Town of Prosper, Rockwood Municipal Utility District Number 1, Sanctuary Municipal Utility District 1, Tabor Ranch Municipal Utility District, and the City of the Colony, and any appropriate action. The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? Any questions for Frank? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for all y'all do. Next is 13C, approval of the schematic design package for the Civil Courts Building as presented by Helmuth, Obata, and Kassenbaum HOK, and authorize HOK to proceed forward with the design development phase. And members, this is kind of our next step, and our team has been working diligently with HOK on what will be our new Civil Courts Building. And Commissioner Falcon, I know you have some comments as well. So we have them here, and we're excited. We're excited to make this next step in our expanding our judicial capacity here in the county. So go right ahead, Kevin.
That's right. Thank you, Judge. So, as you know, we are, with our purchase of the Sally office building, which we will soon be calling the Civil Courts Building of Denton County. We have, HOK has been working with us on the design and development of the documents for that. Rory Villanueva is with us today, who will walk us through our schematic design. So we've completed schematic design. The next phase of that will be design development, and then after that, of course, the construction documents, and then the actual construction of the remodel of that building. We also have with us, in addition to Rory from HOK, we have our Byrne construction team. Byrne is our construction manager at risk, and we have our team, Lee and Tammy and Ryan are back there, and if we have any questions for them, we're happy to get them as well. But I'm going to turn it over to Rory to walk us through a brief schematic design presentation here.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner Falconer. Good morning. Good morning, Judge Eads. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, Denton County. Yes, thank you for having me. I'm Rory Villanueva, project manager with HOK, here to present the schematic design package for the Denton County Courts expansion. We are really excited about this. We've been working closely with Denton County. This first page here, as you can see, it's an overview of all the floors which we plan on taking over for the Sally Beauty package. The first level is basically the public entrance and main lobby with security checkpoints, cafeteria, community, and multi-purpose rooms. And these are the different levels, as you can see here, as provided in an overview. I'm going to just flip through to the other pages so that we can go through an overview and not to take up too much time. So just flipping through here on the first page here for the Sally Beauty. The public entrance is on the main entrance here at the north. The yellow indicates all the public circulation area. And on the right is the white is the existing cafeteria, which we plan on refurbishing. We're also planning on refurbishing the entire building for a jury pool, revised restrooms, staff security, and circulation. Going to the next building, or the next floor?
Roy, can I just for
yes,
for the court and for others. So this first level. Sorry.
Go back to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's important to note that.
Yeah.
About what you're about the public
This
spaces.
first level, and for those who have been there, this is what they call I think the garden level. This is it is the lowest level. We call it level 1. And so this was the level where the parking for the employees and where the current employee entry was. The main entry that we went into is actually what we call level 2 now, and that's where Roy will be hitting that one. But this is the one with the cafeteria, and I think it was mentioned, that wide area, we're retaining the cafeteria, and so that is this first level. I'm sorry, I just wanted to kind of
And the
clear.
yellow is the public space,
That's
which is
right.
important.
Yeah,
This
the
is
yellow
not just
and-
a courthouse. It's actually a lot of public space there for events and after hours stuff, and on the weekend. I know Lynn Yeargin's probably planning an event in there right this minute.
Probably.
But anyway, that will be, meeting space for civic groups.
Yes.
And it is multi-purpose space, so it can be utilized for various purposes. So,
That's right.
So thank you for that.
Thanks so much.
Moving on to the next level, which we're calling the second level here. Again, the public circulation is indicated in yellow here, with the staff circulation in this light orange, as you can see here, which is secure. We also have the courtrooms and hearings on both sides of the building, which is indicated in blue, and as I'm kind of indicating here with my cursor. And for the judges' chambers and suites, we can see that on both ends of the buildings, which is adjacent to the courts. And again, everything is circulating off of the main public area here. So moving. Go ahead.
So sorry if I can interject
No,
here
go ahead.
too.
Go ahead, Kevin.
So a couple of key things on this level. This again is we call level 2, but this is the current public entry into it. And so you see that right there where the arrow is where we entered the building. Sorry, no, the entry is down by the little ellipse there. That goes out to that public parking area. That will become the judge's entry, which is secure.
On the south side.
On that south side where that entry is there. So there'll be secure fencing or some kind of wall around that, what is currently public parking, and the judges will be able to come in on that level securely. The other thing I think too, you heard that we have the courtrooms. Obviously all of these will be civil courts here, and the total is, correct me if I'm wrong, 9 courtrooms that we'll be including in this building, and then 7 hearing rooms. So there'll be 10 current courts that'll be moving over here. 9 of those into the courtrooms, and then our associate judge, probate judge, will be in a hearing room. And then we have those other 6 hearing rooms, which will be expansion area for new associate judges, and we'll talk more about future expansion as we go forward.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner Falconer. Moving on to the next floor. It's very similar. As we can see here, the circulation in yellow here, dividing the building into 2 with the courtrooms and the hearings, again, on each side of the circulation. And we do have secure staff circulation here indicated in the peach colors. And Then again, the judges' chambers and suites to the corners and the far ends of the building. The district clerk area is indicated in this light purple space here. And again, we also have building support located within the building here. So we also have a new elevator, by the way, that connects the floors 2 through 5, which is indicated here on the right side. So
That elevator that we're adding is fairly crucial for secure entry into because this building, as you can see here and as you remember, is pretty clearly divided among that north and south wing, if you will. And so there's already you remember taking those public elevators that are in the yellow area right in there we go, right in the center. But there is a service elevator, an existing service elevator on that, if you will, the north wing that will be essentially a secure elevator. But there is not one on that south wing, but we will be including that with that elevator on that side, which will greatly add to that secure entry into those spaces. And I think I failed to mention that that last level on 2 was all probate courts, and then on this level and a level above will be the other family and civil courts on these levels. And this level is where the district clerk's staff is. That the first or the level with probate court is obviously where the county clerk Julie's staff for the servicing the probate courts will be. And then, go ahead.
Thank you. Moving on to the next floor, next level. Again, similar in layout as far as public circulation here in the middle, spreads to the left and the right with secure circulation within the peach areas leading to the courtrooms in blue, and the judges' chambers in the darker blue, as well as the district attorney's offices here on the far right. And then to the left, same thing with the courtrooms, the judges' suites, and the jury deliberation rooms. So
and just one of the positives about this is that that DA space there, as you know, we're packed into our current courthouse, not just with the courtrooms, but with the county clerk, district clerk, and with the DA's space. This will, not only will we be doing additional remodeling on the current courts building after we get this done, but there will be immediate relief for our staff just by opening this with, you see all the DA's space that we'll achieve here.
Right here in the right side. Thank you. The highest floor here, as you can see, it's mostly white. This is mainly, this is all existing to remain at this time, but we do have some updates we're gonna make with the restrooms, with some building support, and as well as some public circulation areas with the new stairs. And again, we have some staff circulation secured areas shown here in peach as well. So, and again, this is for future expansion. So
We're only disrupting what's necessary, so
That's right.
this be future programming. So we're only going to do the first floor. So,
And I think we did, you just mentioned it, that we are, because of the occupant type and load, we have to add a new stairwell as well, which will be that public stair that's in yellow, which obviously we want to take that to the 5th floor as well. So, but that'll be a new public stair that you wouldn't have seen in the current building.
that's correct. Yeah, it's proposed. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's the floor plan.
Yeah.
We do have the budget here as well. I'm gonna
Okay.
pull that up if,
You want to just go ahead and walk through that, and is that okay?
yeah, sure. Went ahead and pulled it up. I wasn't sure if, I'm gonna just go walk through this real quick here. So this was the schematic design budget based on, again, this is schematic design. We are moving into design development. We plan to kick off this Thursday, but right now, this is a schematic design budget. Cost of work subtotal is currently at $48,446,750. The construction costs subtotal is $54,744,828. And the project total comes to $58,010,448 at this time. Again, it's based on the schematic design package, so.
And if I might add, this estimate was thank you to our construction manager at risk, Byrne, who put this together. So they will be our contractor. So this is, I'm an architect, so I can say this. This isn't just an architect's guess as to how much this will cost. That's okay to say that, right, Rory?
Of course.
So it's one of the advantages of the CMAR process is that we have our contractor as part of the team going through this right now, and I think that's a great benefit is being able to have an estimate that they can stand behind right now. So, and by the way, there's a lot of, I'm always very cognizant of taxpayer dollars. A lot of money, but just, and I know I've said this before, but just as a reminder, if we were building this to get this amount of space, the cost for this, which obviously we also have to purchase the building, but the cost of this building to do this will be well over $100 million. I mean, well over. Just for the public's perspective, the ability to purchase a current office building, which is a very, very nice building on a very nice campus, but their office buildings are kind of on sale. We're just not using office buildings the way we were 5 years or more ago. And so we're able to save the taxpayers tens of millions of dollars by buying that existing building, converting it into a civil courts building, and not only that, we save time because we don't have to build all that infrastructure. So,
Well said, Commissioner.
All right. Okay. Members, any questions?
No, sir.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
we do have, and I want to remind you, we do also, you'll see there's some base timeline on there. Timelines are really hard to project on projects like this, so I don't want you to get too tied into, and especially when, and these were working with Byrne on this as well. You see actual dates like 17th of June. Don't get too caught up on like the 17th of June. The point is that the thing that I think
June, we should focus on.
Yeah, that's right. The final completion in August, so basically in late summer, early fall of 2027, when we can move in, I think is going to be our goal, and I want to achieve that. But we're excited about that we potentially can get our courts moved into this building in 2027.
We're doing everything we can to get this project expedited. There's been no grass growing under this project. We're doing everything we can. We're making interim improvements in a cost-effective manner on that so we can get our judges settled at an interim basis. And so we're doing everything we can to expedite this project. All right, hearing no other questions.
Are we staging it?
In what way, ma'am?
Some move here.
So we do anticipate one of our civil judges will be moving to our Moore Street facility. Right. And I want to thank our Denton County Facilities Department, Dale, and your team. Thank you for, they're in the process right now of remodeling that facility. Thank you, Commissioner, for highlighting that. So they're working diligently on that to expedite that so we can get that judge relocated there in a timely manner in the next few months, and then that creates more capacity at the existing courthouse while this other building is being remodeled for the ultimate. So exactly.
Right. Yeah,
so we are doing interim improvements.
Yeah, because we currently, Judge Dickens is sort of homeless at this moment. So that'll relieve that over the next couple of months
Yes.
while we're waiting for this to be complete.
All right, hearing no other comments, do we have a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all, team.
Thank you.
It's going to be great. We have a great team assembled to do this. It's amazing, how one impact, the addition of one district court has ramifications that ripple and how we, but this is stuff we needed to be doing. All right, next is 14A, approval of the mutual aid agreement between Denton County and SPAN Meals on Wheels to establish clear protocols, roles, and responsibilities for emergency assistance and resource sharing during disaster response and recovery efforts.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. I do want to thank publicly SPAN Meals on Wheels for their effort they've been doing. We've had lots of conversations this last year, and I appreciate their partnership, exactly. Go to 14B, approval of the interlocal cooperation agreements for property tax assessment and collection between Denton County, Texas, and each of the following entities. 1, North Lake Municipal Management District Number 2 of Denton County. 2, the Denton County Municipal Utility District Number 9. 3, Little Elm Independent School District. And 4, Clear Creek Watershed Authority as recommended by the Denton County Tax Assessor Collector.
Move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Mitchell. Second by Commissioner Edmondson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. 14C is approval of amendment number 1 to the interlocal cooperation agreement between Denton County, Texas and the town of Crossroads, Texas for the East-West Collector Road project between Potter's Shop Road and FM 720, with Denton County agreeing to increase its contribution towards satisfactory completion of the project from $875,000 to an amount which shall not exceed $1,875,000, with funding the additional amount of $1 million to come from the East-West Collector Road Precinct 2, Trip 22, order line of 947-3599030. Any appropriate action?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14D, approval of the 2025-2026 motor vehicle license agreements dealer between Denton County, Texas and the following automobile dealerships. 1, Huffines Dodge Louisville Incorporated. 2, Huffines K Corinth Incorporated. And 3, Huffines Subaru Corinth Incorporated as recommended by the Denton County Tax Assessor Collector.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And then we have a revision on this court order here. So let's go to 14E, which is approval of Amendment 1 to the agreement for architectural services between owner and architect, preservation and restoration of Courthouse on the Square, RFSQ 232784, between Ford and Powell and Carson Architects and Planners Incorporated, the amount of $613,810 with reimbursable expenses not to exceed $19,000, which Amendment 1 is for Phase 2 services and increases the total contract amount from $192,820 with reimbursable expenses not to exceed $16,350. The Phase 1 services amount previously approved to NTE $806,630 with reimbursable expenses not to exceed $35,350 with funding to come from Permanent Improvement Fund unappropriated contingency as recommended by the Denton County Purchasing Director.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer. Chair will second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next, let's go to item 17, which is community updates. We'll start with Commissioner Precinct 1.
Thank you, Judge. I just have one thing today. I want to congratulate Billy Bowman Jr. He's a 2021 graduate of Ryan High School and a 2025 fourth-round draft pick in the NFL in 2025 for the Atlanta Falcons. He grabbed his first career interception in the NFL, and so we want to congratulate our hometown gentleman and wish him the best of luck in his NFL career. That's all I've got,
Perfect,
Judge.
good. Thank you, Commissioner Falconer.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, I've got a couple of things. First, we have a Precinct 2 individual who has got quite a recognition here. So Frisco teenager, and this was, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna apologize up front for the name pronunciation, but Tejasvi Manoj, who was named Time Magazine's 2025 Kid of the Year for work in teaching digital literacy to older adults and helping to shield them from online scams. And for older adults like me, that's really important. So congratulations to Jazi on that. That is an awesome recognition. Additionally, we have in Frisco, we have movie night at the district on the 19th at 7 p.m. at PGA Frisco. And then that'll be Lilo and Stitch live. And then Purple Heart Memorial unveiling on the 20th at the Veterans Memorial at Frisco Common Park. And that is, I said, on the 20th at 9 a.m. In Carrollton, we have a Social Security and Medicare workshop on the 16th at 6:30. That's at the Josie Ranch Lake Library. And then a job search jumpstart, if you're thinking about looking for a job, that's on the 17th at 10:30 a.m. That's also at the Josie Ranch Lake Library. And that's all I've got.
Perfect, great. Thank you. Commissioner Mitchell?
We have in Flower Mound, Movies in the Park, September the 18th, excuse me, the 19th at 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Doing a Bring a Blanket or Lawn Chair. In Lake Dallas, we have Guitar Basics with Soaring, September the 18th, 4 to 9. In Louisville, we have a 2035 Community Vision Workshop on September the 18th. And we also have Ghosts of the Past in Louisville that's running from September the 13th through the 21st at the Louisville Grand Theater. This is set in Old Town Louisville. Old Town Neighbors tells the moving story of a young girl and her father preparing to leave their family home once owned by her late mother. Ghosts from the house past emerge, chronicling the city's past 100 years. Throughout the play, ghosts of the house, former inhabitants return to relive some of the most iconic moments from the Louisville past 100 years and more, including the city's incorporation in 1925 and the barrel game robbery of First National Bank on Main Street. So if you're inclined to like ghosts, go see it. I'm not inclined to like ghosts. I figured you would.
No, I do not.
Well, let's not talk about ghosts. Let's go back to football for a minute. My late son was a kicker, and so I have to tell you that it was a kicker who twice won the Cowboys game on Sunday. Once to tie and go to overtime, and then once to kick the field. And that one field goal was 64 yards.
Yes.
Wow. I was impressed, and Dak kissed him on the head for doing that.
He's a soccer player.
Anyway, thank you, Commissioner Williams, for leading us into football stuff. I appreciate that. We have at Geyer, we've got an FFA ribbon cutting and Stock the Barn celebration. This is to show their new facility for the ag program, and everybody's invited. They are going to have a ribbon cutting at 11:30 on September 20th. And then in Hazlet, we have a family movie in the park. Those are very popular right now. They're going to see The Wild Robot. I have not seen that, but it says it's family friendly. And then in South Lake, this is very important this time of year. Gardening 101, Thriving in the Texas Heat. We're almost through with the Texas heat. We're down to Indian summer, but we could still get a lot of 3-digit temperatures. So it's good to learn how to make your plants thrive in that. And then we'd like to offer congratulations to Carolee Deddorf, who has been named Region 11 Principal of the Year. She has worked at Northwest ISD for 17 years, so congratulations to her. Thank you, Judge.
Perfect, good, thank you. I'd like to remind everybody that this Thursday is one of my favorite days here in North Texas, and that is the North Texas Giving Day. This is the largest community-wide giving day in the nation, and you can give to nonprofits. You can start, you don't have to wait till Thursday, by the way. They're actually moved it up a little bit. So I encourage you to get online and follow your heart to give to some of our local charities here based in Denton County and across North Texas. And so they raise millions and millions of dollars, and it's so fun because they have different campaigns throughout the day where you can give, and they have received pledges, and then they have people match for different charities and so forth. So it's really a multiplier effect. And so I really encourage y'all to get online, and you know, we're all very blessed to live here, and this is a great day to participate, and also maybe get online and encourage people to do the same. So it's this Thursday, the North Texas Giving Day, and I want to give a shout out to the Hillwood communities over in Harvest. Commissioner Edmondson and Jody was with us. We were able to go last week to, and I want to give a big shout out and thank Building Homes for Heroes. And we were there to be able to congratulate and welcome Command Sergeant Major Gretchen Evans, and she's retired. And so last Thursday on September 11th, the Building Homes for Heroes presented her with its 433rd mortgage-free home. And it was a lovely home, and she had a great career here and really sacrificed for our country and went around the world defending American interests here and abroad. And so we're going to congratulate her, thank her for her service, and congratulate her on her new home. It was a wonderful day, very patriotic day with the band and the cheerleaders and the drill team and everybody from Argyle High School, and lots of dignitaries there. Mr. Ross Perot Jr. was there welcoming, and I was a realtor for a long time, and I've never handed over keys like this. We heard this airplane flying over, and two skydivers jumped out with an American and Texas flag, and they joined hands, and they descended right there to the house, to the front yard, and handed her the key for her new home. And so that was very impressive, wasn't it? With Lee Greenwood singing, of course, so it was not a dry eye in the place. So anyway, Ms. Evans has been the recipient of the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart, and the ESPN Pat Tillman Award for service. And it's really neat. When she met with Mr. Perot at his office not too long ago, she presented him, he's received lots of things over the years, but she presented him one of her Purple Hearts. And so he said it's one of the highest honors presentations that he's ever received. So anyway, congratulations, Gretchen Evans and her husband, and we're excited that they're here in Denton County.
Could I just mention something that really impressed me? This is a female commander in the U.S. Army.
Correct.
At one point in Afghanistan, she commanded 44,000 troops.
Correct.
Well, I think
Yep.
most any women can do that, of course, but they don't get the opportunity. She was terrific.
Absolutely. So great American and a great Denton County resident now. All right, let's go to item 15, which is our executive session. We have two items today. 15A, Texas Government Code 551072, deliberation regarding real property, closed meeting, deliberate the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. If deliberation in an open meeting would have a detrimental effect on the position of a governmental body in negotiations with a third person. And 15B, Texas Government Code 5510711A, consultation with attorney in a closed meeting when a governmental body seeks the advice of an attorney about pending litigation in MDL number 2804 regarding the National Prescription Opioid litigation, which is currently pending in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio. And it is 10:18, and we're in executive session.